How did the vast, icy expanses of Russia become the graveyard for two of history's greatest military leaders? Welcome to our exploration of how Russia killed Napoleon and Hitler. Napoleon's invasion. First, let's travel back to 1812. Napoleon Bonaparte, the Emperor of the French, had conquered much of Europe. His next target, Russia. In June 1812, Napoleon launched his invasion with over 600,000 troops, the Grande Armée. He believed a swift campaign would force Tsar Alexander I to the negotiating table. But the Russians had a different strategy. They retreated, drawing Napoleon deeper into the vast Russian interior, all the while employing scorched earth tactics, burning villages and crops to deny the French supplies. Depiction of the harsh Russian winter, soldiers suffering in the snow, struggling to survive. By September, Napoleon reached Moscow, only to find it abandoned and burning. The lack of supplies and shelter, combined with the onset of the brutal Russian winter, began to decimate his army. The temperatures plummeted, and with inadequate winter gear, starvation, and relentless Russian attacks, Napoleon's once mighty army was reduced to a desperate, retreating force. By the time the remnants of his army staggered out of Russia in December, only around 10,000 soldiers were left. Napoleon's Russian campaign ended in utter disaster, marking the beginning of his downfall. Now, fast forward to June 1941. Adolf Hitler, at the height of his power, initiated Operation Barbarossa, the invasion of the Soviet Union. Over 3 million Axis troops crossed the Soviet border, marking the largest invasion force in history. Initially, the Germans made staggering advances, capturing vast swathes of Soviet territory and inflicting massive casualties. But like Napoleon, Hitler underestimated the sheer size and resilience of Russia. The Siege of Leningrad and Battle of Stalingrad. The German advance stalled at the Siege of Leningrad and the Battle of Moscow. But it was in Stalingrad where the tide truly turned. The brutal urban warfare and the encirclement of the German Sixth Army by Soviet forces marked a decisive defeat for Hitler. Just like Napoleon, Hitler's forces were not prepared for the harsh Russian winter. Freezing temperatures, logistical nightmares, and fierce Soviet resistance led to catastrophic losses. The bitter cold took its toll. Ill-equipped for winter warfare, German soldiers suffered frostbite and hypothermia. The supply lines were overstretched and vulnerable to Soviet attacks. By 1943, the German offensive had not only stalled but was in full retreat. The defeat at Stalingrad was a turning point, leading to the eventual collapse of the Third Reich. Russia's vast landscapes, coupled with its brutal winters and the tenacity of its people, proved to be insurmountable obstacles for both Napoleon and Hitler. Their campaigns against Russia didn't just fail, they led to their ultimate defeats. In the end, the same Russian elements, distance, scorched earth, and winter, killed the dreams of conquest for two of history's most ambitious military leaders. This is how Russia killed Napoleon and Hitler. Subscribe for more historical insights. Like, comment, and share. Thank you for watching.